And welcome back once again, everybody. We have returned to the Cliffside Beacon, where we are joining back up once again with all of our main characters, as we are going back on the main quest line. I spent a little bit of time doing general busy work from this video to the last one. I cleaned up my bags a little bit, sold some stuff, did some fishing, did some mining, all that usual stuff you know about. But we are ready to continue on with the main quest line. And for that, we speak with Illyria. So, let's see what Illyria has for us. Now, incidentally, in case you haven't been following along, you guys are just kind of joining us in late into the party here. The last time we left off with Illyria and our friends here, we had learned that Zaratath is showing up in whispers and in visions for Illyria, and has stated, "You know where to find me, deep in the darkness." So, that's a little hint of what we're going to have to do to go get her. But in the meantime, the next quest from Illyria is the Darkened Flame. Because we have, because we just saw the cultists. And the name of that cult is the Order of Night. This Order of Night, as they call themselves, did some foul ritual to turn the tower's flame to darkness. I know not what. We should investigate. So, now we investigate the Dark Tower. We see what they did to it.
Corrupted. Can we restore it?
Well, let's take a look at it.
This shadow. It's too much.
Anduin, help her. Call upon the light once more.
No, I can't. There must be another way.
He doesn't want to use his paladin powers. He knows what horrible things he did with his powers last time when he was under the spell of the jailer. Alright, so what we got here? Clues found around the tower. Alright. Is there anything on this level? Which I don't think there is.
Owe our service to those in need.
Oh, really quick! Tell me about Elric. And Elric was the leader of the cults. Of the order of Dark Flame, or whatever the hell it was called just now. Alright, so Elric was one of us, a lamplighter, for years. He worked with us to keep the Dawn Towers lit and the people of Hallowfall safe. We all trusted him. He'd fought with us. We'd saved people from the darkness together. Then he betrayed the Arathi and everything the Lamplighters stand for. He ambushed my friend Andari and leads the Order of Night. The Order of Night, that's what they call it. Okay. Who caused the breach here and all these deaths. Still not sure. Was he ever good? Did he plan this from the start? I don't know anyone more terrible. No one even comes close. Yes. The man who betrayed us all. Okay, so...
In my heart, there is fire.
So, let's see if we can find some clues. You got anything on this? Gold or or lost soul? Poor girl is deceased. So sad. And I don't see anything down here. Just knocked over wine casks. That's a tragedy all in its own, right? Just a couple of dead townsfolk. Okay, there's nothing down here. All right. Oh, clues found outside of the tower. Okay, dummy. Eve, dummy. Okay. All right. Kilper Harthin. The wounds on the body form a ritualistic pattern. This poor soul was not only killed, but sacrificed to the darkness. Wish his spirit well. Alright, get it. baddie in the way here. Alright, clue number 2. A poster for the Order of Night. And it reads, "My friends, we have lived in fear long enough. Beledar has been trying to show us the way. The light has forsaken us. In the light's glare, we are all watched, exposed. In the darkness, we are free. We are afraid of the dark, only because the light wants us to be. Beledar has shown us the way. No more fear. Instead, we must become fear." Signed, the Elder Lead. That is the wicked leader of the cult. Alright, we got one more clue over on this side. Let's go ahead and see what that is. Looks to be a spear of some kind. Let's get the baddie out of the way. Yes, it is a polearm from the Order of the Night. It's one of their weapons. The polearm has faint sigils carved into the halves. They have been torn and changed, forming new shapes. They pulse with dark energy. Alright, so weapons that they yield, quite dangerous. And our last clue is down here. Get these guns. Same line of sight this guy so he comes to us. Ah! Getting. Should have just downed him right away. Alright, and it's a journal from the Order of the Night. Alright. Journal is heavily scratched and torn up. Few segments remain. Alright. Try and get through this quickly so the enemies don't respawn on us. Alright. Tabitha, I'm leaving. I'm tired. I don't expect you to understand. The Order of Night gathers strength. They hide in caves and towns and linger with our greatest enemies. They even have a base beneath one of their precious towers. The army has no idea. The light has made us all blind. Not me. Not anymore. What have we fought for this whole time? Why are we here? Does Beledar even know we exist? Does it love for us for our devotion? Or does it hate us for holding it back? What if its true form is darkness? We've toiled in the light for years. What's good has to be done. We die, picked off in the shadows, one by one. Perhaps we should listen to what Beledar is trying to tell us. There's comfort in the shadows. I'm tired, Tabitha. I know what this means. I know we will end up hurting our own, hurting you. I'm not sorry. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give a little interpretation here from what I've picked up from this storyline thus far. And this is interesting. I think we have a bit of a biblical reference here when it comes to this storyline. I believe that Beledar, that great big light in the sky, I believe that represents God. And what this story is trying to teach us is that sometimes they say the light will forsake you, and they think that what should be driving you into light is instead maybe driving you to darkness. The idea that we hold, for those of you that are the religious types out there, who have ever felt that God has forsaken them, and that it drives you towards a darker path in your life. You know, it sends you to the shadow. You are sent to the dark because everything that is good and everything that you believe to be the light side of things, shall we say, is not worth it anymore. And instead, you are sent to walk a more darker path. And that is what the Order of the Night represents. So I believe when Beledar is lit, then that is the representation of God. But when it has been clouded in shadow like this, then that represents the temptation of the devil, which is being represented by the by the Order of Night. So there you go. So that's my first thought and interpretation of where that storyline comes from. Little food for thought for you all out there. Okay. I need to mark that down so I can remember that. Beledar. Alright. Alright. And now we turn this back in. Okay, we talked to Farron? Yes, we talked to
We
Farron.
cannot hide from evil.
Alright, so tell Farron what you learned about all the Order of the Night stuff.
Don't give in to fear. A cave. Could they still be nearby, continuing to corrupt the flame? We are a light in the darkness.
Alright, so the next quest from Farron is the Darkened Flame. Oh, no, that's the end of the Darkened
We are
Flame.
here to help.
So they killed Kelter too. Farron squeezes her eyes shut and mouths a prayer and a curse at the same time. We'll make sure he gets a proper funeral. The Order of Night will pay for this. We sealed off Gloom Crag of the nearby cave years ago. They must have dug their way in there so they could target this dawn tower. How long have they been planning this? How long has the Order of Night been among our ranks? Alright.
A beacon in the dark.
Now we have a new quest, and the new quest this time is Ever Deeper Shadow.
Strong, my friend.
And this time Farron says, when I reached for the flame, I felt the overwhelming hopelessness and despair that had been poured into it. It pains me, but my light alone is not enough to banish these shadows, and so we take a more direct path. If the remaining cultists have withdrawn to Gloom Crag Bower, their combined power must be what's keeping the flame dark. We must stop them before this darkness spreads. So, slay 10 Order of Night cultists in the cave beneath Cliffside Beacon.
Look out!
Oh,
What are those things? They hardly seem real.
A trick of the shadow. I will deal with them. You all go ahead.
Trick of the Shadow. Alright, so are we going down? Okay. Alright, yeah. Alright, we're going down. Into Gloom Crag Bower. Gloom Crag Bower. Alright. Alright, let's take out some cultists.
The darkness whispers to me! All grows dim. The Harbinger come.
Yes. Ever since Zalatath vanished into the void in BFA after that third raid in that expansion, she's been building a cult, and that's over the course of 2 expansions and a time skip. So over the last 7 years, this is the army that Zalatath has been putting together.
I held back the shadows.
Feel the terror of the dark!
I held back the shadows.
I will extinguish your flame! The Harbinger come.
Alright. Alright, that knocked out a good number of them. And we gotta head on over here. Looks like we're gonna have to take out a few more baddies along the way, but it's okay. It'll give us a little bit more gold, if anything else. Maybe we'll get a rare drop. You never know. Oh, come on. All right.
Quickly, friend. Alric is nowhere to be found. But these traitors are wielding powerful darkness up ahead. When shadow falls, lamplighters rise.
Aeron's jaw is firm. They made their choice.
We carry the flame into the unknown.
The next quest from Farron is the final resistance. Farron speaks in a hushed, furious whisper. Good work. Before we leave, there's something else. Down this way are some powerful priests. I think they are summoning something. Something big. No doubt to strike at us above and drive us from the tower itself. It will be dangerous. We must stop them. Are you with me? Destroy the shadow
If we
reflex.
stop that ritual,
Let's do it.
I should be able to cleanse the flame.
Alright. Let's take care of these guys. Alright. Destroy this thing. Oh, well, we got a cutscene.
Light be my...
Come on, Anduin.
Stand strong. The darkness won't take us today.
Still can't do it.
Anduin, your light. What happened to it?
It doesn't matter. I'm no longer worthy of it.
You only think that, my friend. Of course, it's going to be our diversity character that tells the stupid white man that he can do it. I guarantee you that's what this is. That's what this is all about, folks. All right, moving on.
Brings hope.
Farron's eyes are dark and weary. It never ends, does it?
Don't give in to fear.
Alright, the light at the end of the tunnel is the next quest. And Farron says, I've never seen shadows this deep, this vicious. It almost feels like they're reaching for us. He shudders. We can't stay here, so escape Boom Crag Power with Farron and Anduin. And the debuff is that we are in the whispering darkness. Trapped in the darkness, there's no way out. Or is there?
Begin in the dark.
More shadows. We're trapped in here, aren't we?
No, we're not giving up here. Let's go. We can do this if we stick together.
I will help if I can. We have lost so many. The light shines through you. But what if it goes out? What if you failed your people?
You think I've never failed? I've never made mistakes? I was never even supposed to be in Hallowfall. I stowed away to escape a family that only ever saw me as a failure. Was it a mistake? I lost an eye and an arm for it. Does that make me unworthy of the light? I regret nothing. I keep fighting because in the darkness, It's all we can do. I can't give up. It's not in my nature. And I don't think it's in yours either.
You don't understand. I've hurt people. I was controlled by darkness, but part of me enjoyed it.
Enjoyed hurting people? Or no longer being able to agonize over every thought and action? Having doubt, making mistakes, none of these make you unworthy, Anduin. They light your path forward.
The entrance, it's gone. There really is no way out.
Enough of your illusions, Zalatath!
Beledar's light has returned. Thank you, Illyria.
Alright, so Beledar is now back to light again. Hooray! Now, I wonder if this is going to be a thing, an ongoing thing over the course of the expansion where Beledar goes back and forth between light and shadow, or if that's just for the purpose of the quest line. Just thinking out loud. Okay.
My arrows strike true.
Alright, so we turn this in, and we speak with Illyria, and Illyria says, I'm glad you're safe. I sensed something amiss when those creatures suddenly stopped attacking the tower and disappeared. Beledar shifted on its own shortly after. That was no simple illusion Zalatath trapped you in. I wonder, was I its target? Was I its intended target? You, me, Anduin, Farron? Perhaps she was happy to ensnare any of us.
She cannot hide from me.
Alright, and we have our next quest from Farron.
I will see you through the shadow.
And her next quest is called Restore the Flame. And she says, do you feel it? Hope returning. Thank you for your help, Valiant. The Dawn Tower's flame remains dark, but this time, I think we'll be able to restore it. Let's meet at the tower. Okay, let's go ahead and meet at the tower. And we'll have a... Well, they offer plate pants, but we already have stronger plate pants, so we'll be good. It'll just be something to bend her.
We would have been lost without you. Thank you.
I'm glad you're all safe. Let's end this.
Let's hurry up a little bit and just fly up to our location. They will automatically spawn in that spot. Or at least they usually do. Yes, they do. There we go. Okay, so we speak with Baron.
My faith kindles my
Okay. Like this. Okay, so time to restore the flame. And you say I'm ready.
Despite everything, the
And
Arathi find joy. Join me, please.
You know the light is not with me.
There is no darkness so deep that the light cannot reach us. Just be here with me. Now, breathe.
a little animation problem here in this one, folks.
We are the seekers of light. We are the holders of hope. In the very heart of shadow, we are the lamps that guide the way.
So, light from within both of them lets the tower become light once again.
It's a first step. The rest is just time and trust.
That was a big ol' animation problem on that cutscene. Blizzard, you're gonna have to fix that. But I think we got the gist of everything that happened, even though the characters were kind of bouncing all over the place. We got it. We understood. We know what happened.
We are a light in the darkness.
Okay, so Theron gives a warm, tired smile. Thank the light. You all arrived when you did. I'm glad we can help each other.
If you are lost in darkness, we are here to help.
Okay, and we have our next quest, which is to Beledar.
We carry the flame into the unknown.
We must go to Beledar and let General Steelstrike know what the Order of Night tried here. Thank the sacred flame we stopped them before they could do any worse. Alright, so we are going to make our way to the capital city of Hallowfall next.
If we're lost in darkness, we need to return to Beledar. I need to let the General know what happened here.
This Order of Night is no mere cult. The Harbinger they speak of is Xalatath. She won't stop. Your people need to be ready.
And as they fly away, Anduin looks lost in thought. Okay, so the next portion of the main quest line will be going into Beledar. But before we do that, we have a little bit of business to take care of prior to heading on over there. We have some. We'll do a couple of side quests along the way. We'll take care of the side quests that are north of here, I believe. And hopefully that shouldn't take too long. And I haven't decided yet, but I may backtrack and do. I may do some of the side quests that we haven't that we kind of haven't gotten back around to yet. And you know what? I'm going to stop the video here, and I'm going to go head up top, and I'm going to see what this Theater Troop thing is, this special event. And when we come back on our next video, we'll go ahead and do the side quests up here on the Isle of Dorn that we haven't that we skipped when we were up here the last time. So that will do it for this chapter of the main quest line, folks. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you next time.